This is your Jhang Bong breakdown for part one. You're going to bow, going to go one with the left, up to your shoulder, across your chest, on top, then ready. From here, you're going to basically roll the bow up and catch with your left hand, making sure you're in thirds. So a close-up thirds, equal part on this side, equal part in the middle, equal part on the right-hand side, so in thirds. So one more time, we're here. The right side goes up, around, catch. Left leg covers the right knee as I do a block to the side, kind of like an upset punch, and almost like a high block, but I'm going to extend it almost like also a side hammer fist. So from here, I catch, block one, middle stands over the head, strike two, move that right leg, uppercut three. Make sure my hand is not lowered like this, not up in the sky. It's almost like a hook punch in front of my body. So we're here. Look over your right shoulder to the angle now. Step back in the X stands. Over the head strike one. Step back in a back stands to a uppercut. In a rear back stands. Then get into a bigger back stands. Uppercut again in a slower fashion. From here, left hand shift to a front stance. Go punch one to the knees. Punch two to the chest / stomach area. Three to the head. Step together. Down. Up. Right leg steps forward. Punch one. Load. Stab. Deeper stance. Stab and kia. Noticed my hands didn't go past my belt for this stab. So again, I do my stab. Load. Here. Then you just do the same thing twice, but your leg moves. So after I did my down up, one, load, stab, adjust, stab. That's a deeper stance. And that's part one. This is part two broken down. So we left off in our stab. Pull back to your uppercut. We're going to do a pattern of right, left, right, left. The pattern looks like this: right over, left push, or the same block we did in the first strike that we did in the form. Right over again. Then the left side, instead of going out, we're going to load into our body. So it goes right, left, right, left. We go on the angle. So on my uppercut. Right over in a sparring stance. Step forward, left push, or a block in a sparring stance. Right over. Then don't step forward. Load. Pick up my right foot, bring it around, right hand to right shoulder, step, stab, then lunge. From here, uppercut. Notice when I lunged, I did not move my hands stay in the same position. I do my punch, load here, uppercut. Now I went this way, now I have to go the complete opposite, towards the back. So I turn, take a step back, in an X stands, right hand punch, left hand's on my hip, step back, left hand punch, right hand on my hip, step back again, right hand punch on my hip. So every time I step back, it's on my hip. From here, I go low, mid, high, move the weapon from my tricep to my shoulder, push down, punch one, punch two, lift all the way up, stab, place on the floor, jump over left, right in a middle stance, pull, so both my hands are chambered and I'm facing the back wall. And that's part two. Part three, of course, starts where part two left off. So I'm going to start from here. I'm going to do my block. When I do my block, I'm going to face you guys. My right hand comes down straight like attention. My left hand, my left back of my fist goes to my right shoulder like this, thumbs down. So like this. Then I do my square block. So let's try it again. We're here. I'm going to, in my chamber position, I go one, load, square block. No, it's not like this. If I let go of the weapon, I'm in a square block, yes? So I'm here. So we're here, I go load, step out, square block, over the head strike, then I step forward left, chopsticks, step forward right, and slash down when I push. So the way that looks is like this. I did my block on my overhead strike. I get my weapon, I unravel, and I move my middle fingers so I can hold it like chopsticks or like scissors. Yeah, so I'm holding it like scissors, and then my right hand tucks underneath my left arm. My left arm strikes down like a 1 strike or a 2 strike here, and I push as I step forward. So to practice that, get your bow or your weapon into chopsticks in thirds, just right between your middle and pointer and middle finger. Bring your right hand to your left armpit, and then this part of the weapon strikes down, push. So I'm here over the head, step forward, strike down, push. Right leg moves. Try and leave this weapon back here so it doesn't move. Turn around, face the front, grab, re-grip, load, strike. From here, pull down into a rear stance, down, inward figure 8 left. Here, make sure it's by your chest. Load the weapon back, step forward, strike, pull it back first, take your right leg, step in front, here, strike again. Put the weapon down, holding the person up, it's on the tip, step over, step on top, reverse my grip, pull back, then strike through, making sure your right hand's the front hand. So when I strike through, my left hand guides and goes in the back. And then I am striking. And that's part 3. This is part 4, starts where part 3 left off. So I go here, step forward with my right foot, baseball swing towards the knee, turn around to where I started, step forward again with the right foot, baseball swing to the knee, step back with the right foot, adjust my hands, left hand does my punch. Again, I'm on my hips. From here, I do a reverse hand roll. So my right hand lets go, and it goes from the pinky to the pointer. So the way this looks, I put on my left hand to practice. I go 1, I go 2, I go 3, and it rolls from the pinky to the pointer. Again, 1, 2, 3, and roll. To practice it, you might want to try pushing it over and then trying to catch it. So I'm in my punch, I roll, catch behind me, scope, so you adjust your hand, step forward, punch. I'm still in my thirds position. From here, I'm going to sweep into a rear stance. Right hand does figure 8 1, figure 8 2, figure 8 3. Now lunge forward, punch 1, keep that figure 8 2, 3, and then it goes behind my back. My right leg moves to the back, circle over, figure 8 1, figure 8 2, punch 1, lunge, punch 2, punch 3, back behind me. Take my left hand, grab as close to my shoulder as possible. So I'm here, I'm grabbing as close as possible, putting my right hand up. I didn't twist it, just right hand comes up, thumb points towards you. From here, my right foot steps back in a lunge with the right leg. Down, adjust, load, strike. Then come back, right hand on top, the way you started. And set.